On the summit, carry up some wine, have a party at the summit. Those who are not able, drive up and meet us at the top.
The 10th's peacetime activities are not confined to the mountains. Coming up, how the veterans are using their wartime experiences as a bridge to peace. It's been more than half a century now, but 10th Division veterans still make regular trips to the region that changed them from boys to men. They return to Italy to remember what they did there and to thank the Italian civilians who helped them. The Italians have certainly not forgotten them. Street signs and monuments paying tribute to the 10th can be found in dozens of Italian villages. This statue near Mount Belvedere shows an Italian mountaineer and an American soldier helping each other.
This monument is dedicated to the memory of the mountain soldiers of the 10th Division from all the surrounding villages. These soldiers came here, fought and died. So this is an act of gratitude and recognition.
My company came into this town, Querciola, 5 days before the battle. And we stayed in the homes in this town and around. And we were welcomed and made to feel like brothers. And we have never forgotten that feeling of warmth. And it took away some of the fear. Il primo pezzo alla mia patria. Secondo pezzo al battaglione.
On this visit, the American veterans were honored in song by the local Alpine chorus. Fittingly, this Italian song tells of a wounded mountain soldier making his dying wish about the final resting place of his body and soul. Time is slowly claiming those division members that the German guns did not. But those who survived to live a full life frequently return to visit their comrades who never left Italy. In the American cemetery in Florence lie 318 members of the 10th Mountain Division.
And this man walked across the minefield, and while we could see him, he was exploded and killed instantly. He was a wonderful fellow from Missouri.
You never know what the world lost when you've lost some of these people who were bright, articulate people who could have done something special for the world. And the life was cut short, and you don't know what we missed because they're gone.
It's with me every day. Today is the 20,236th day since I was shot, and 3 men were shot trying to get me. Every day I wake up is a new opportunity to continue my life, which was denied others.
In the Northern Pacific, veterans from the Kiska campaign revisited the lonely island on both the 40th and 50th anniversaries of the invasion to remember friends lost. And while the veterans honor the memory of fallen comrades, they've also reached out to former enemies. In 1985, they helped form the International Federation of Mountain Soldiers, joining veterans from Germany, Japan, Austria, and other countries. They see it as a way of promoting peace.
Regardless what country you're from, there is a bond, a fellowship of men who love the mountains, climbing, skiing, hiking, so forth. Many of us just, in today's people also grew up in the mountains. This is their whole existence.
lots of people can't stand the Germans. But I just don't understand why they can't rationalize to the point where we were fighting, and when you fight to kill. Now when the fighting's over, that's it. Forget it.
In 1995, 50 years to the day since the tense, daring climb of Riva Ridge in Italy, veterans of both the 10th and the defending German unit set off once more from the base of the ridge. But this time, they climbed it as a gesture of friendship and forgiveness.
The Germans were very eager to participate, and they went up another route, and we met them at the top in a symbolic meeting at the top of the mountain with flags and at a monument up there on the summit. But one of the German officers on that climb, when he finished, he said he was absolutely amazed that American troops were trained enough to actually have climbed those cliffs and dislodged the German troops off the top of Riva Ridge. He was amazed.
Today's incarnation of the 10th, the division was reactivated in 1985, is a rapid deployment unit sent to trouble spots like Bosnia, Somalia, and Haiti. Although tactics and equipment have changed, today's 10th holds closely to the traditions of its predecessors. At the division's home in Fort Drum, New York, a monument shows a World War II mountain trooper helping a modern soldier up a steep cliff face. That link is reinforced by annual meetings between the soldiers, old and new. And the veterans are not shy about passing on their experience.
I was talking to new troops the other day. They were field grade officers. In fact, even the general of the division was there. And I begged them to train their troops hard and well, so that when they do get into combat, that they're prepared for it.
The thing that is most revealing to our soldiers today are the conditions under which these men fought and endured during the Second World War. Organized into a division with a specific mission to take on a tremendous challenge in Italy. I think that our soldiers learn what you can do in the face of adversity and how you can persevere and how you can succeed. And they get that from hearing from those veterans.
They sort of look up to us. It's kind of embarrassing sometimes that they, just like a weekend ago, we were at Fort Drum and for some ceremonies and so forth, and even their commanding officer refers to us old guys as the heroes. And this is very embarrassing because we don't consider ourselves heroes.
That's a common theme with many 10th veterans, a plea not to be portrayed as heroes.
We have to be a little bit careful about patting ourselves on the back too much. It was a big war, and a horrible war, and dead bodies are all around the globe from that war. We did our share, and we did it well. And that's about as much of congratulations that a person should take for the effort, I think.
But despite the modesty, history has chosen to label the 10th as something special, even legendary. One reason they achieved so much was their closeness. No other division in World War II trained together for 3 years before entering the war.
There's a commitment to the other man who's simply another one of yourselves, and all of his hopes, his fears, his desires, his need.
But it all started back at Camp Hale, where all these people trained together, lived together, knew each other for such a long time. They could tell you, if you ask them, who's the best leader in this squad? Who's the best marksman? Who's this? Who's that? Well, they knew each other.
Perhaps that cohesion was inevitable. The men of the 10th had to survive the early indifference of the Army and had to train in a lonely and bitter environment. But unlike other divisions, they had the love of the mountains to bind.